It might have some Goodman, Missouri voters confused. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. J.R. Fisher and Clay Sexton ran against each other for two different positions, mayor and South Ward alderman. Sexton won both races. KOAM Samantha Walker explains what this means for the city.
This April, officials with the city of Goodman submitted their desired ballot content to the county, as confirmed by the McDonald County Clerk's office. But it's a situation that has the Elections Division with the Missouri Secretary of State's office checking their statutes. The two same people ran for the two same positions, with one person winning both, Clay Sexton.
I'm a lifelong resident, have volunteered for years prior to being on the board when I was first elected in 2020. Once the other candidate had signed up for both and no one else signed up for either or, I went ahead and signed up for both after making sure that it was legal.
The Missouri Secretary of State's office says it would be reasonably obvious that one person should not be mayor and alderman at the same time. If the same candidate wins both positions, typically the position that candidate didn't win would be left open as a vacancy. According to Sexton, Goodman also has a city code that would disallow someone from holding both positions. Prior to election night, Sexton said if he won both races, he would take the position of mayor and nominate someone for the vacant alderman seat.
I do have the choice of which seat that I want, but I want this seat after consulting with my wife and my family and what we think will be best for the town moving forward.
He says it's then up to the board to either accept or deny who he nominates. The seat will stay open until he nominates someone the board accepts.
I want someone that's going to think of the betterment of the town, that's going to be open-minded.
The McDonald County Clerk's office will provide the results to the city of Goodman in a letter after their verification board certifies them on Monday. After that, it's up to the city of Goodman to determine how to proceed because the McDonald County Clerk's office has no authority in the matter. Reporting in Goodman, I'm Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Now, according to the Secretary of State's office, there are no statutes regulating what happens if the same person wins multiple conflicting offices. A spokesperson for the office tells us what's happening in Goodman is the generally accepted procedure. Boy, beautiful weather out there. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, definitely turned out to be a great Wednesday for us today. A little windy, but our temperature is fantastic. Most of us upper 70s for high. 75 is where we sit in Joplin, 75 as well in Pittsburgh, even upper 70s to near 80 once you get out across southeastern Kansas into northeastern parts of Oklahoma. Really just about a perfect April day. Through the evening hours, we slide back through the 70s, 60s. We only bottom out near 50 later on tonight. Have a few clouds kind of skirting through, a couple little showers central, eastern parts of Missouri, but it has been windy today. The winds are starting to come down just a little bit. We have a weak little front kind of draped across the region, but the winds will kind of pick back up a little bit for us as we go into Thursday behind this cold front, but temperatures overall still going to look pretty good. You can see a couple little showers across central Missouri. Up and down temperatures next few days. We're going to look at that here in a bit.
Catching a few. Authorities in Kansas say they've identified the victim in a 52-year-old cold case. The victim, who's been identified as Jimmy Allen Dolison of Kansas City, Kansas, was discovered 3 miles southeast of Garnett, Kansas in April of 1973. Authorities say Dolison was around 20 years old at the time of his death, which the coroner has ruled a homicide. Now Dolison has been identified and his siblings discovered thanks to the results of DNA testing and a national database of missing and unidentified persons. The KBI and the Anderson County Sheriff's Office continue to investigate the circumstances of Dolison's death and have reached out to the public for help. A new BBB study shows identity theft is evolving with the rise of AI tools and dark web activity. Since 2021, more than 16,000 reports have been filed through the BBB scam tracker, with monetary losses on the rise. The regional head of the Bureau tells us scammers are using stolen personal information to create fake identities and carry out more fraud.
Identity theft, personal information theft is a growing problem, and the amount of money that consumers are losing, it continues to grow every year. So it's so important for everyone to just be as protective as possible of their personal information. Even something innocuous, something you wouldn't think of. We talk a lot about social security numbers, date of birth, but even the names of family members can be used to try to socially engineer their way into, say, your social media accounts.
The regional BBB warns consumers to monitor accounts, use strong passwords, and protect sensitive data. Pitt State and Franklin Technology Center have announced a new partnership to support future technology professionals. Starting next year, 10 Franklin Tech students each year will receive full tuition and fees to attend PSU's Crossland College of Technology. The scholarships are renewable for 2 or 4 years, depending on the student's program. The partnership also includes ongoing support, events, and promotional resources to encourage student success. School leaders say this collaboration is designed to build a stronger, more affordable pathway into tech careers. Missouri's governor signs a new utilities bill into law. We're going to take a look at the possible impacts coming up, and some 4-state residents weigh in on the potential impact of ongoing tariffs.
Something fun. Still professional. Something professionally fun.
It's okay to be particular.
Not too medium. More rare than medium, but still medium rare.
Especially with your insurance.
We need policies that
help cover your house, cars, boat, and provide peace of mind.
Yes.
Exactly.
With Shelter Insurance, our agents help you design a plan that's particular to you for insurance that fits just right. Find a Shelter agent near you.
See Shelter Agent Richard Hildebrand in Baxter Springs, Kansas, or Carla Boyle in Independence, Kansas.
When the at-fault driver doesn't have insurance or enough insurance to compensate you for your injuries, you need to contact an injury attorney as soon as possible. Uninsured motorist and underinsured motorist claims are very different than other claims. The insurance company will not tell you what coverage applies to your accident. Call or text Bishop and Hayes at 417-222-2222 and we will explain your rights.
Attention car buyers. Only Fletcher has over 30 new Hyundais priced under $30,000 and 25 new Hyundais under $25,000. Shop Fletcher Hyundai before you buy anywhere else. New 25 Santa Fe's up to $5,200 off. New 2025 Elantras as low as $22,275. Plus free oil changes for 3 years or 36,000 miles. Fletcher is the 4-state sales leader with America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and Hyundai Assurance. Shop online at FletcherHyundai.com.
Hi, it's Christy at Miss Daisy's. Come see us for beautiful home decor, stylish pieces, and everything you need to make your space feel like home. With fresh arrivals and timeless favorites, there's always something new to love. We can't wait to see you.
Give your home a fresh look with something new from Tony's Garden Center in Chanute. Fresh looks made easy at Tony's Garden Center, South Santa Fe in Chanute.
Missouri's governor signs a law that supporters say will strengthen the state's energy infrastructure and opponents say could increase your bills. The bill signed by Governor Mike Kehoe today covers a wide range of electric utilities issues. One aspect of the law would allow utility companies to charge customers for the construction of new electric generating plants, potentially raising electric rates all across the state. The Consumers Council for Missouri had estimated that electric customers could face an additional $1,100 in annual charges under the legislation. However, the governor says the law is a major step forward in strengthening Missouri's energy infrastructure and supporting long-term economic development. Today, President Trump announced a 90-day pause on most of his previously announced tariffs going into effect. However, KOAM's Lonnie Walton found that some residents in the area are preparing for whatever happens next.
get a handle on things, if we don't continue down the path that Trump has us on right now, we are going to end up seeing a lot of persecution in this nation.
Tammy Brown is a business owner in Webb City. She says she understands tariffs aren't fun, but she says no pain, no gain.
So we're doing the things that we need to do to adjust right now. But again, we have to look at the long-range benefits.
And while many think these benefits in the long term will help, Treasurer of Jasper County Democratic Party, Austin Reed, says the approach is all wrong.
I think that while he says that this is like short-term pain for long-term relief, the short-term pain is going to be longer than what he says it is if his goal is to reshore manufacturing and if he actually does.
Austin says if the tariff situation doesn't settle down, things could get worse.
I think there's a possibility that he's trying to deliberately put the country into a recession. I'm much more inclined to believe that his intentions on things that he does are negative, and if he puts the country into a recession, that allows people like Elon Musk and people like Mark Zuckerberg to kind of go on fire sale on cheap stocks.
Meanwhile, Brown, who is also a business owner, is preparing for changes.
Prices going up, well, they've already gone up. We've had to make adjustments for the last 4.5 years, and it's constant adjustments in my home, it's constant adjustments in my business because all the supplies have gone up.
Reporting in Jasper County, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Now, we mentioned that the president extended the period before most of the tariffs go into effect. However, tariffs on China are still slated to happen as scheduled. It's signing day for one Pittsburgh high school student, but not for athletics. His story is coming up a little later.
Plus, our temperature is a little bit up and down over the next few days. We're going to check that out coming up.
Ashley is bringing you incredible spring savings. Refresh your home this spring with amazing hot buys, $5.99 and under. And with our price match guarantee, you know you're getting the best deal. Don't miss the spring semi-annual sale, only at Ashley.
For 49 years, Ron's Supermarket has serviced the four-state area with the freshest meats around.
We have all the variety you're looking for. Steaks, roasts, pork chops, and our famous ground chuck.
Make sure you watch for our special selling events like our massive meat sale and check these weekly specials out.
Great 4 for $10 items include Keebler cookies, Turkey Hill ice cream, and Tony's Pizza, all 4 for $10.
Thanks for voting us best grocery store and sushi.
Ashley's spring semi-annual sale is going on now. For a limited time, buy more, save more, up to 25% off your entire purchase. And get affordable monthly payments and pay over time with 0% interest for 60 months. Only at Ashley.
Spring is the time of plans and projects, and the home store is the place to get started. Our trained staff can help you decide between quartz or granite countertops. Both are on trend and both are durable. And our full-size displays will make it easy to select cabinetry, stained, painted, or maybe a combination of both. Countertops, cabinetry, and expertise. Let's get started on your project. Learn more about all we have to offer by visiting our website, or better yet, visit our showroom in beautiful downtown Parsons.
Friday, April 25th, enjoy the vintage Southern rock and blues sounds of Marcus King Band, live in the pavilion at Downstream Casino Resort. Tickets on sale at downstreamcasino.com and at the Hackathon gift shop. Marcus King Band, April 25th, live in the pavilion at Downstream Casino Resort.
April is Limb Loss and Limb Difference Awareness Month. Call or click to learn more.
Tonight's weather camera footage of downtown Joplin sits atop the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex, home of Connect-A-Culture and Spivas Center for the Arts.
Well, it turned out to be a beautiful Wednesday for us today. Quite a bit warmer. It was windy. We've had winds gusting 30, pushing 40 at times, but the winds are calming down just a little bit outside. Looks great. Nice shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex looking off toward the north and to the east. You can see the flags on City Hall. Not quite as bad, so the winds are coming down just a little bit. Through the evening hours, if you want to get outside, we're going to be in the 70s for the next couple hours, 60s, 50s. We'll only bottom out near 50 later on tonight, so not as cold. 74 in Stockton, 77 in Anderson, 78 in Grove. Pittsburgh at 75. Independence is sitting at 77 degrees. Here's 7th and Rangeline, 75. Westerly winds at about 10 to 20, but of course we've had gusts a little bit higher than that. As we go into Thursday, the winds kick out of the northwest, weak little cold front. Still kind of breezy, gusts kind of 25 upwards to 30 miles per hour at times. And then they come down quite a bit more as we go into Friday. So we'll only have winds kind of gusting 10 to about 15 on Friday. Few little clouds skirting through, a couple little showers, kind of central eastern parts of Missouri staying away from us. We can't rule out a random sprinkle on the Missouri side later on tonight, but all this is rotating off toward the east away from us. A little back wave through the Dakotas, northern parts of Nebraska. This will actually produce severe weather tomorrow in southeastern Missouri. But again, we could get a random shower as that skirts by to our north later on this evening. You can see a couple little showers popping up. As we go through the night, kind of in and out of the clouds, we back down near 50 for an overnight low. As we go into the morning hours tomorrow, I think by noon, we're going to be near 70. A notch cooler tomorrow. Let's go about 72, 3 or 4 degrees during the afternoon. Thursday night, a little bit colder. We stay above that frost level, but we drop back down near 40 degrees, and then heading into Friday, it looks pretty good. It's going to be a hair cooler, but a nice day. High temps into the mid 60s. We cool back down again. Friday night into Saturday morning, temperatures near 40. Then we start a warming trend as we go through the weekend. All right, 50 in the morning, 70 by noon, high temp 73 degrees. If we look at the upper level pattern, the big picture, we get a nice little ridge of high pressure in here this weekend, which gives us those pretty good temperatures. Have a storm system rotating across the northern parts of the plains. Doesn't really affect us. It gives us some clouds, but that should be just about it. So let's look at your weekend. Let's go into Saturday. Sunshine, temps near 70. Pretty hard to beat. Gets even better on Sunday. The winds go up, but our temperatures go up as well as we make it near 80 during the afternoon. All right, 73 on Thursday, 64 on Friday, 70 Saturday, up to 81 on Sunday. Temps stay great through next week. Chances for thunderstorms will return as we head into next Wednesday and Thursday. Until then, not bad.
Good weekend to get outside.
Yes.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, Pitt State and Missouri Southern renew their rivalry on the baseball diamond, and the St. Louis Cardinals go to extra innings in the final game of their road trip. John Dales has those stories and more up next in sports.
Easter Seals, we're strengthening communities by elevating communities to create a more inclusive world for people with disabilities. We are at home offering personalized care to support independence. We are in businesses and classrooms, educating professionals, first responders, and teachers. And we're in our community, providing therapy, support, and training. Elevating communities to create a more inclusive world for people with disabilities. That's why Easter Seals is leading the way to 100% equity, inclusion, and access for all.
Quapaw Casino's Hot Seat Cash giveaways are paying cash every single day. Join us Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 6 to 10 p.m., and Sundays from 1 to 5 p.m. with cash drawings
Mic check,
every
testing,
15
1, 2, 3.
minutes. And don't miss Forever Young, Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. for cash drawings every 10 minutes. Play today, win today with Quapaw Casino's Hot Seat Cash giveaways every single day at Quapaw Casino, where there's always plenty of cash to win. Quapaw Casino, Miami, Oklahoma.
Enter the Vida Nova Village Car Show, May 3rd, vidanovavillage.org.
The Peace Church Cemetery Group's Spring Cleanup Workday is Saturday, April 12th. Bring your lawn tools and join the Carl Junction Jr. ROTC cadets starting at 8 a.m. and help preserve this historic place in Jasper County.
Not sure what to do after a motorcycle crash? Call Aaron Sachs and Associates. Here's a fact. The road can be a tricky place for motorcycles. There's lots of dangers out there on the open road. Things like damaged pavement, potholes, construction zones, loose gravel, and distracted drivers. That's just to name a few. Aaron Sachs and Associates has your back. If you've been injured on a motorcycle through no fault of your own, get the facts and the help you need. Call Aaron Sachs and Associates.
Sell your RV with no hassle or fees. At Wade's RV, our no-fee consignment program means we handle the marketing, advertising, and paperwork. Just like a real estate agent would, but for your RV. No fees, no stress, just results.
Pittsburgh State and Missouri Southern baseball have played each other once so far this year. That was an 8-4 Gorilla victory in Joplin a couple weeks ago, and this evening PSU hopes to clinch the best-of-3 season series. As we come on the air, Pitt State leads 5-4 in the 5th inning. MSSU catcher Chayton Beck hit a 3-run homer in the top of the 4th. That put the Lions in front, but in the bottom of the inning, the Gorillas answer back with 2 runs off an error. We'll bring you the highlights from this one later tonight at 9 and 10. Now, this game comes at a very important time for both teams. With just a month left in the regular season, here's a look at the current MIAA standings for the top 8 teams. Pittsburgh State is riding an 8-game winning streak, which has it in 4th place in the conference. Missouri Southern not too far behind. The Lions, they've won 5 in a row entering tonight, but already have more MIAA losses than all of last year. In Major League Baseball, the Cardinals finish up their road trip this afternoon in Pittsburgh. They're hoping to get a series victory over the Pirates. Cardinals and Pirates with a scoreless tie in the bottom of the 6th. Eric Fetty has a no-hitter intact. First he gets a swinging strikeout, then on the throwdown to second, umpire initially says safe, the play gets challenged, and after review, called out. Next batter, Fetty strikes out Brian Reynolds swinging. He gets pulled after throwing 6 innings of no-hit ball. In the 7th, Phil Maton comes out of the bullpen. First batter he faces. Andy Rodriguez gets the first hit of the day for the Pirates, but we stay scoreless into the 8th. That's when Wilson Contreras comes up to the plate and he pops this one up on the infield. Andy Rodriguez and Joey Bart, they collide right near home plate. That's a fair ball, and then Thomas Ajacey, he gets tagged out at the plate. Big collision, we'll show you on the replay. Rodriguez and Bart run into each other, and it's a heads-up play by Hayes to make the tag. Still no score. Now we go ahead. Bottom of the 11th, Joey Bart, he was the catcher in that collision. He lines one into right. Lars Nootbaar comes up firing, and his throw to the plate, it's in time to get the out. So the Cardinals keep the game alive. They'd score the first run of the game in the 12th, but now bottom of the 13th, tied at 1, bases loaded for the Pirates again. It's Bart again, and he sends it all the way to the warning track. Wouldn't have mattered if it was caught anyways. He walks it off. Cardinals lose a 13-inning marathon to the Pirates, 2-1. Meanwhile, the Royals, they're at home, playing the 3rd of a 4-game series against the Twins. Kansas City won each of the first 2. Seth Lugo is the expected starting pitcher. First pitch is about 15 minutes away in Kansas City. That Cardinals game, the fact that Joey Bart, he's the one that gets hurt on that collision and he has the game-winning hit, that's just baseball for you.
Yeah, you wait through all those innings without a score, and then suddenly, boom, here comes the offense, and the game ends just like that. We'll be right back.
Your tap water is delicious.
I know, right? It's this Culligan Smart drinking water system.
What do you think is going on in there?
I'm smelling a touch of chlorine.
Yeah, I'm detecting some PFAS.
I'm also getting notes of lead.
Perfection.
Sending it up.
Here we go.
Certified to reduce more than 70 contaminants. It's like having your own team of water experts. See the smart difference at Culligan.com.
Every night's a winning night at Outpost Casino. Over $400,000 in total cash and prizes in April. Come win your share. Thursdays from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., play your favorite machine for your chance to win up to $6,000. No wonder Outpost Casino is the area's favorite little hotspot with big casino winnings. Outpost Casino, Highway 1010C on the Oklahoma-Missouri border. TheOutpostCasino.com for daily promotions.
Don't miss the cut for big savings at Ruddix Furniture and Flooring. Model closeout savings on mattresses from Sealy, Sherwood, and Ashley. Queen mattress for $298 or a queen adjustable bed with mattress for $799. Drive, chip, or put your way to tax credit savings on Hunter Douglas blinds. And get championship savings up to 50% off carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, or turf. Free quotes, up to 24-month, no interest financing, plus free delivery and setup. No green jacket required for these prices at Ruddix Furniture and Flooring, across from the post office in beautiful downtown Fort Scott.
Hello, I'm Roger Hines, J-Bar H Cattle Meat Store, and this is my horse Question. Question's got the plane out because Shelly called, she's got an emergency order. And we always try to please our customers no matter what. But Question, I don't know about letting you fly after the last plane you've flown.
At J-Bar H Cattle, our customers are our #1 priority. We go above and beyond to make sure you are satisfied. Shop our store in Joplin or visit jhcattlemeatstore.com to place your order online. Four State Heroes is brought to you in part by your Midwest Ford dealers.
We take this time now to honor a local veteran. Jonathan Vale served in the U.S. Air Force from 2001 to 2003 as part of the 60th Civil Engineer Squadron. The Coffeyville, Kansas native earned numerous medals, including the Air Force Achievement Medal during his service. We are proud to salute Jonathan Vale, a four-state hero.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. We're going to have the latest numbers on the measles outbreak, including right here in our region. Plus, Kansas rolls out 3 new options for license plate designs. And some good news might have just hatched on the price of Easter eggs ahead of Easter. Price of eggs in general. Those stories, a lot more tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. You know, it's a significant achievement to be accepted into the prestigious Massachusetts Institute of Technology, a dream for many, and now a reality for one Pittsburgh high school student. Dominic Bach has been awarded a full academic scholarship to MIT. Today, family, teachers, and friends gathered to celebrate his ceremonial signing to congratulate him. While those who know Dominic are well aware of his capabilities, they tell us they remain consistently amazed by his relentless ambition and dedication to shaping his future.
He's a teacher's dream because he keeps you hopping. You know, he always comes up with a new idea or maybe a new path.
I apply a Dominic mindset or a Dominic mentality to everything that I do, and that means that it doesn't matter what it is or it doesn't matter why you're doing it. You should apply maximum effort.
Well said. By the way, Dominic is the son of KOAM's own Tanya Bach. You see her there. That means a lot of us here at the station have known Dominic his entire life. We know Tanya is very proud. We all are as well. We know that young man has a very bright future ahead of him. And I suspect the very first time Dominic was on this newscast on KOAM News was the day he was born.
Yeah, because Tanya started not long before Dominic was born.
And I believe we sent a camera to the station that day. He's come a ways since then. Doesn't seem that long ago. Weather looking great.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. 73 for us tomorrow. It is still going to be a little bit on the windy side. 64 Friday, 70 Saturday.
Final sports notes.
I'll have those highlights tonight from the baseball game between the Gorillas and the Lions. A rivalry game like this, you got a lot more on the line. You got bragging rights on the line for this one.
That's right. They both wanted a little bit extra. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.
Pitt State baseball goes for the series victory over Missouri Southern. Highlights at 10.
What happens when one... It's all right. What happens when one candidate wins election to 2 offices in Goodman, Missouri tonight?